Hey everyone, this is Rohit. Hope you're all doing great and welcome back to the channel. So today what I have for you guys is Ignis base variant Sigma, and this is actually your Urbanite edition. So what is this Urbanite edition? Well, this Urbanite edition includes 72,000 worth of accessories, which include your infotainment screen, rear parking sensors, central locking, wheel cars, fog lamps and all that. So today I'm going to walk you through all of those features. I'll go through the exteriors, interiors, engine specifications, features and its on-road price. And if you like this video, do consider subscribing it and tap on the bell notification for the latest updates. Alright, now this Ignis right here is the second generation facelift variant which has been launched in the year 2020 and it still continues the same iteration. Looking into its variants, it is offered in 4 different variants: Sigma, Delta, Zeta and Alpha. And like I've already told you, this is the base variant Sigma with a manual transmission. Now looking at the price, this will cost you 5,85,000 rupees ex-showroom. And if you look at the on-road price, it's close to 7,34,000 rupees on-road Visakhapatnam. And I'll be displaying the on-road prices of the rest of the variants on the screen. Pause it and have a look at it. Alright, now let's start off with the exteriors. As you can see, at the front as standard, what you get here are halogen headlamps with bulb type turn indicators. Moving down to the lower bumper, you get fog lamps, but for this particular displayed variant, it hasn't been installed yet. So what you find here is a housing, but you do get fog lamps in this Urbanite edition. And also, as you can see here, you get this silver color front skid plate or the cladding. Then moving up, you get this chrome elements for the upper grille. Well, it's not functional as such, but the lower grille is functional. As you can see here, it has got functionality down there. Now moving on to the sides, the wheels happen to be 175 by 65 section 15-inch tires. And for this particular Urbanite edition, what you get here is wheel caps, which is again a part of accessory. Coming to the brakes, you get disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear. The ground clearance happens to be 180 millimeters or 18 centimeters, which is more than your average hatchback ground clearance. So passing over tall speed bumps should be easy. And moving up on the fenders, you get turn indicators, then body color ORVMs, which are manually adjustable. And if you look at the doors, you get side molding, which is again part of your accessory with Ignis branding. Then moving to the rear section, you don't get any defogger as such on the windshield, but what you get though is the high mount stop lamp, and also on the top you get an antenna. Now on the tailgate, what you find here is a chrome element, which is again your part of accessory. Coming to the tail lamps, these are your halogen tail lamps with bulb type turn indicators and reverse parking lamps. Moving down to the bumper, you get reflectors and 4 parking sensors. You get rear parking camera, which is again your part of accessory, followed by this glossy black rear skid plate. Now checking out the boot carrying capacity, this Ignis has a 260 liters of boot, and also this being the base variant, you get this flat bed if you want to increase the boot carrying capacity. So you can do so by folding down the entire seat as a bed, and underneath the trunk you have a space saver spare wheel. Well, that's all about the boot space. Now time to check out the interiors. And looking at the driver side controls, you get power window switches for the front doors, front 2 doors actually, a lock and unlock, child lock and flat black finish door openers. Down there you get decently sized door bins along with some storage space next to it. You get body colored door handles with glossy finish. Now getting inside the cabin, this being the base variant Sigma, you don't get any height adjustment as such, but what you get though is the recline adjustment. As you can see here, you can recline the seat and obviously you can move it back and forth. Looking at the steering column adjustment, this is only tilt adjustable, not telescopic as such. You don't get any mounted controls as such. Behind the steering wheel, onto the right side, you've got the light stalks, and onto the left, you've got the wiper stalks. And right here, you can see there's ESC off switch, alarm switch, and also headlamp leveling adjustment control as well. Now, let me just show you something else. Well, this is your key which you get for the base variant Sigma. However, this key fob that you're looking at is for the central locking, which this Sigma variant doesn't get. So this is again your part of accessory in this Urbanite edition. Alright, now let's turn on the ignition. Now looking at the instrument console, well, this is an analog unit. You get speedometer and a tiny LCD display for your fuel gauge, odometer, trip meter and your time. And you'll find the rest of the indicators on the sides. Now moving to the center of the dash, well, this being the base variant, you don't get any infotainment as such. But for this Urbanite edition, what you get here is the Sony infotainment screen, which is a 7-inch unit. Again, this infotainment will be a part of accessory. Well, this infotainment screen supports USB connectivity, Bluetooth, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's very easy to use and very slick. As you can see, you've got a lot of widgets. Let me just show you the rear parking camera as well. As you can see, you've got guidelines, not the dynamic one, just the guidelines, or else you can just disable it. So that's how the rear parking camera works. Then moving down, you've got hazard lamp switch followed by manual AC controls. Well, for the top variants, you'll be offered with automatic climate controls. Moving down, you've got 12 volts power socket, some storage space right here for your phone or wallet, Then you've got square shaped cup holders, and this being the manual variant, you get 5-speed gearbox. There's an option for automatic as well, where you get 5-speed automatic transmission. Then you've got manual handbrake. Then looking into the glove box, you've got decent storage space along with the compartment over there. Now this is your USB port for the infotainment. If you want the USB connectivity, you can have it from here. Then you've got central AC vents. Then moving up, there's a IRVM and sun visors on either sides, which doesn't get any mirrors as such. Then followed by your reading lamp. So that's all about the front cabin. Now let's have a look at the rear cabin as well. Alright, as you can see, I'm in the rear cabin. So first things first, I've set the front driver's seat to my adjustment. I'm a 5 feet 10 inch person and I drive in a very relaxed manner. So after adjusting to my liking, as you can see, I'm left with this amount of knee room. And also if you look at the headroom, I'm left with this amount of headroom. So a person who is taller than me, let's say a 5 feet 11 inch person or a 6 feet person, can be accommodated here. He can find himself comfortable, but not so comfortable, but still manageable. Also the footwell area is quite spacious, as you can see here. If you look at the transmission hub, it is fairly flat, but still I wouldn't recommend this rear cabin for 3 passengers. It is strictly for 2 passengers, 2 adults to be precise. And if you look at the features here in the rear cabin, you get this bottle holder, you get grab rails, and also you get fixed headrests for both the passengers. You don't get any high adjustable ones. And also if you look at the doors, you get flat black finish door openers, rolling type windows, a tiny door bin, probably you can fit a half-liter bottle. So that's all about the interiors of this Ignis. Now time to check out the engine specifications and safety features. If you look at the engine specifications, this Ignis is offered with a 4-cylinder K-series 1.2 liter petrol engine, which puts out 81.8 PS of power and 130 Nm of torque, and is mated with a 5-speed manual and a 5-speed automatic transmission as well. The fuel economy is around 20.8 km per liter, which is the claimed fuel efficiency. Well, you can see the bay here, engine bay. Unlike the Swift, which has a 3-cylinder unit, this Ignis has a proper 4-cylinder unit. As you can see, all the 4 headers, which means that it is much more refined and it can carry better highway speeds. Looking at the safety features, this Ignis as standard comes with 2 airbags, ABS with EBD, electronic stability program, hill assist control for automatic variants, and rear parking camera as well. So that's all for this review, guys. Hope you liked it. If so, consider giving it a like and share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much. Drive safe and have a nice day.